What's going on, guys? So in this video we're going to be doing an unboxing and a brand review of Akira Brand, but first I'll put the kettle on. Welcome back to Hotchkiss Performance. Okay, so we're looking at a new brand to the market today, which is the Akira Brand. I found these through, a few people receiving samples quite a few months back now, and I noticed the brand itself and the design really caught my eye, and then I've just kind of followed them since then on Instagram to keep up to date with where they are in the the overall official release of their products. I will leave a link below to their Instagram page and their website so you can go and have a look. So for me, when you're purchasing detailing products or any product, it's about the buying experience. From the initial browsing on the website to the the whole checkout process, to delivery, receiving the package, to then what's inside, to then what is then using it on the cart and seeing how the products perform. So already we have a nicely presented box. It's different, it's white, it's not a a generic brown box. The logo emblazoned on the front and the back. Obviously you could say that's it doesn't matter, but it's nice to receive that because you already know what you're getting, and it gives you that sense of excitement that you bought the product. Because if we just look at others, for example, Slims in this case, they do actually put their logo on the front, but it's just a brown generic box, and then you get others that are purely just a standard box. There's nothing to it, you don't really know what's inside it until you open it. So it's just an initial observation that this brand has took care and a bit of thought when packaging the items, putting it in a nicely presented cardboard box. I know this is just going to go in the bin, but it's a cliche, but it's just details again that we all love so much here on the channel. I quite like the slogan, ammunition for detailers, because we all talk about as arsenal. As it's just that little play on words, because it's just chemical products that they're designed to do a job. Now the overall gist of the brand is UK manufactured, Japanese inspired. Now I may be pronouncing this completely wrong because I believe in Japan they do pronounce brands different to the West, such as, I don't know, we kind of pronounce A's and they kind of say A, so it could be Akira. I'm not sure. If the owner could get in touch and kind of explain that, that would be great. But anyway, we'll cut that, we'll get straight to the unboxing. Okay, so first up we have got the invoice and a nice little handwritten note, thank you, smiley face. That goes a long way. It shows that they haven't just chucked it in the box and it's just another order. They've thought about that little personal message, and it's nice just to have that in there. So we have a couple of air fresheners that we bought. One's bubblegum and one's cherry crush and bubblegum blast, so that's those. I hate these bloody things because they get everywhere. Okay. So we have the drying towel up first, which is Vermilion, I believe it's called. Large drying towel, nice big logo on the front in a nicely presented. It's just a generic bag really, but it's sealed up, which is nice. It's not just placed in the box. Looking forward to giving that a shot. So that's the drying towel. Okay, so here's the good bit. The bottles. As you can see, very, very nice presented bottles. White opaque, so you can't see the liquid colour. Obviously that's a design choice they went with, because I know they was playing around with that. They wasn't sure if they wanted to have see-through bottles where you could see the colour of the liquids, or opaque bottles. This is their Lavish Shampoo. A chrome collared flip top cap. Does look similar to another brand, you all know it, I don't need to mention it. It's just that they generally have black bottles. But I like it. Yep, it's a nice, that is a nice looking product to have on your shelf. It looks pretty good. So I am impressed, I do like that. Colour's nice, pop nice. Label's a matte design. It feels good, it's very tactile, it's a nice product. You've obviously got directions on the back, nice and thorough. I quite like that it says job in capitals and then it's telling you what the product is for. It's got all the safety instructions on it, which is good. MSDS available on request, email us, which is great. That's a good point, because a lot tend to miss that if you require the MSDS sheets. So to have that available and to put it on the bottle that it's available, that's a nice little touch. I'm impressed with that. And obviously you've got your social media icons, you've got the volume of the product. So there you go, we have Lavish Shampoo. We have Glacier Snow Foam, which is red in colour compared to the green colour of the shampoo. I have Lush Quick Detailer. These are the triggers that they went for, which I've seen on many bottles before. They're not the biggest, I will admit, so it is a bit awkward to press these triggers, but we will obviously use and show you in the video how we got on. But even with the triggers on, it's a nice looking product. I do like that they've got different colours on the front, and the little star and the .co.uk on the back is different coloured depending on which product you're using. That's just a little nice touch. They didn't go with the same on every bottle. You know, because that will cost more at the end of the day, because they're having a different label printed, so it's more cost. But it shows that they've got faith in the brand, confidence, they're putting money into it, which is good to see. Citrus Duo Bug and Grime Remover. That's orange / yellow in colour. That's that. INA Fallout Remover, purple. Tar and Glue Remover, which is brown, which is, you know, tar turns brown when you spray this on, so that's obviously a given with that. We're running out of space. And also Topaz Glass Cleaner. So basically every product that they sell in the range is what we have here. So that is good to give an overall brand review, full on test. Also some spare triggers, which is nice. You know, in case any pack up and you need to use another, that's a nice touch, because generally you have to buy them. Now I'm not saying that they're going to chuck these in every box, but they have here, which is good. Quite a few spare triggers as well, so that helps, you know, if any of them pack up, such as the fallout remover, which can clog because it's a gel-like substance. Same with the tar removers. And I believe that is it. Always got to check, haven't you, for any Haribos or anything like that. So that is Akira unboxing. We will, of course, be doing a review of all of these products coming up on the channel later in this video. So what do you think? What do you think to the overall look of the products? I personally think they look really, really smart. It's a nice looking product. Very nice looking product. Got to have a sniff test. Cherry. Almost smells like a cherry bakewell, that does, which is quite nice. It's not just a cherry scent, it's got sort of that sweet, sort of bakewell type smell. Lavish. I would say that's an apple fragrance, I would say. Topaz, I'm assuming this is going to smell like solvents, because they generally do. Actually, it's not a bad smell, it's pretty pleasant. It's quite a fresh fruity smell, but you can smell the solvents in that. Which shows that the, what's in the products is going to work on the glass. That's good. Lush, quick detail, it is blueberry, so that is a very nice smell. Citrus, I'm assuming, is just a citrus scent. Actually, it's got a lemon sort of tang to it. I would say a bit sweet, like sweet shop. Might be my lemon sherbet. I'll have to check that. Doesn't say on it what scent is. Tarring glue, yeah, I'm not going to smell that, because I know what that's going to smell like. And same with the fallout remover. There you go, that is Akira Brand. And we will keep going and show you the products in action. Okay, so to save this video from being too long, I'm going to try to get the main points across and then a bit of a summary at the end. So I'll give you my overall thoughts. Please don't feel as though I'm not giving each product much time, but not many people have got time to watch an hour's video. First up, we've got Glacier or Glacier Snow Foam, £8.99 for 500 millilitres. The instructions say approximately 2 inch in the bottom of your lens. That equates to about 300 millilitres to make one lens bottle. This is only 500 millilitres, so you're getting one full lens for £8.99. That is not very economical at all. But I do believe this does not need to be that concentrated. You do not need to put 300 ml in your lens. I would probably say a general inch, as with most snow foams, would more than suffice, because I put 2 inch in and it was just way too thick. It was pointless. There's no need for it to be that thick. The dwell time would just be ridiculous. You don't need it to be, 2 hours while you have, sit down and have a cup of tea and biscuits. So I do think the instructions may need a bit of work, a bit of a retune on that part. Because if you're only putting an inch in, you're going to get more for your money, because you can get more lances per bottle. Product itself, yep, dwell time was there, no issues whatsoever regarding that. I did do a swab test. I will give you a close-up of those. It did remove a fair amount, and to be fair to the product, it is pH neutral. pH neutral foams are generally kind of tailored towards a vehicle that's got protection on it, so dirt won't stick as easily, and you don't want to degrade that LSP by using strong chemicals and harsh chemicals such as alkalines, etc. So it was a tough test because the car was absolutely hanging. It hasn't been washed since wax stock, which is 6-8 weeks ago now, probably more than that. So it was a challenge for the product, must I admit. I was going to use a citrus duo, but I thought I'm going to end up using the full bottle on the car, probably, and that probably wouldn't have, you know, covered the entire car just because of the nature of a ready-to-use product. You use generally citrus cleaners. You're going on a tangent. Back to Glacier. Okay, I think the bottle needs work because it leaks around the edge. I don't know what it is. It seems to be once you dispense the product from the spout, it gets inside the cap itself and it runs down the edge, and I can't get the top on any tighter. I'm not quite sure why that happens, it just seems to. I even took the spout cap off, I cleaned all around the edge and inside, and it just seems to drip from the top and run down the bottle. Not brilliant, it's not good. You know, if this is going on a carpet or anything, it's going to mark it. It's just an observation that I would say it needs a bit of work for your snow foam. Also, something that I absolutely hate, the snow foam is still on the drive, and I washed the car about 6 hours ago and it's just not disappearing. That's not good. If you're working at a customer's house on a professional level and the snow foam's going to be staying on their drive for way too long, it annoys me, and it's on my own drive. It just looks messy, and if you're planning to do anything on the car afterwards, say like the interior, you're going to be stepping in snow foam and it's going to get everywhere, and it's just a bit of a pain. If that's the chemical makeup of your product, fair enough. It's just something that I didn't particularly like. Next up, Lavish Shampoo. £10.99 for 500 millilitres. Really like this. I used around 2 good squirts in the bucket. Foamed up, really nice. Like I say, it's got an apple sort of scent, so nothing offensive. You can't really smell it when you're washing the car because it is very subtle. Foam transfer, excellent. Definitely picked it up on the mitt from the bucket to the car. As you're washing, you can feel the slip and the lubrication. I generally try to use the mitt sort of on fingertips or with one finger just to see how the mitt glides over the paint. Definitely got nice lubrication properties within the shampoo. Foamed up nice. That's pretty much it for a shampoo. As far as a shampoo is concerned, you want lubrication, cleaning power, and foam's always nice. And scent, it's just personal preference, but ticks all the boxes for me. Very nice contender for a go-to shampoo. Next up, Iron 8 Fallout Remover. Price is £11.95 for 500 millilitres. Before I get started on the product itself, change your triggers, please, for the love of God. I knew before I even used this, I've seen these triggers on products before, and any product that you need to expand a lot of liquid onto the surface, these are just no good. They're so difficult to use, they're awkward to hold, it's just messy, it doesn't work. It makes the product difficult to use to the point where you just want to put it down and get something else. This is purely and utterly going foam over function. Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it? It's fancy, it looks cool, nice chrome collar, nice little mini trigger head, it fits on the bottle nice, but Products are designed to be used, not sat pretty on a shelf. I do like products that look nice, and don't get me wrong, the branding itself is absolutely stunning. It's one of the most stunning products I've seen, product bottles and labels. But with a fallout remover, it needs to be easy to use. And these triggers, they just fail. They're just not good. Product wise, very long cling time. Quite a thick gel. Quite a slow reaction. It does take a while to get going, but it sits on the surface and it clings and it dwells for a very long time. You know, I left it on the car a long time and it was still wet through. It didn't dry, and it doesn't seem to spend the active ingredient very quickly, because you can see the reaction keeps taking place, and there's just, you know, the wheel sort of generally gets brighter as it's really eating into the iron. Rinsed it off, no iron left. So the product itself inside the bottle is brilliant, very good, but the trigger needs work. So that's pretty much all we can say with Iron 8 Fallout Remover. Lush Quick Detailer, £9.99 for 500 millilitres. This impressed me. Lovely to use. I purposefully left sort of watermarks on the surface after I'd washed it to see what the cleaning properties were like. Now, we do have soft water here, you know, it's not going to batter you or anything, but it lifted it no problem. It's a funny one to use, because you spray it on and you're wiping over with a cloth, and it looks like it's going to smear. It looks like it's going to be smeary city, but you know, a few swipes and it starts to flash away and leaves nothing behind. No smears whatsoever, which is perfect for a QD. I don't like spraying on, working in, flipping the towel, buffing off. It's too much work. This, very good. Smells absolutely lush, probably why they thought of the name. Very good QD, and I will continue to use this. I am extremely impressed with this. I would suggest you go and look at it. So that's pretty much it for Lush. Oh, also leaves the paintwork like silk, really slick like glass. Definitely adds gloss. Winner of a QD, if you ask me. So thumbs up for Lush. Adds a glass cleaner, which is, let me just check my list, £8.99 for 500 millilitres. Clean the glass with ease, watermarks completely gone. No smears, which has got to get that perfect with a glass cleaner, because that is just the bane of all detailers. No smears, flashed off pretty quick, so you don't have much working time. So probably on dirty glass, probably not the best, but for, you know, your quick maintenance washes, which I'm guessing this product's pretty much aimed for, this sort of range and brand. Maintenance product, very good indeed. Smells good as well. Not too much of a strong alcohol scent. But no, I really like that. Also check the glass with a torch just to make doubly sure, like I always do. There's no smears. Crystal clear every time. So Topaz is definitely another winner. So we have these two left, Citrus Duo and Tar and Glue Remover. I am actually going to put these in another video, because I think they'll work better on another format that I'm working on, so we can give them a good testing. So these won't be in this video, apologies for that, but it will be worth it, because I'll be putting them into another video that I think you might like. So I can't comment on them just yet, but we'll see what they're like. Definitely will be coming to the channel shortly. Okay, the Million, or whatever it's called, large drying towel. I'm not a particular fan of these split pile, you know, soft plush microfiber drying towels. As you all know, I prefer clean. I prefer the twisted pile products. So this is a personal preference of mine. Some people might like this sort of towel. It's not the cheapest thing at £18. It left a little blotching, and these products are designed to be sort of patted, dry, pat the towel down on the surface, because they don't really work well when you sort of drag them and move them around the surface. I have used better as far as split pile go, because before I discovered the twisted pile ones, this is all I used, and I have used better. So it might seem a little harsh how I'm being with some of these products, but I believe you've got to be when there is so many out there. You know, products have got to work, otherwise I won't be buying them again. So that's it for the Million large drying towel. This is 1200 GSM, and the size you probably get a rough idea by looking at the screen. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up Akira Brand. Hopefully it wasn't too long for you, and hopefully you made it to this stage in the video. Thank you if you have done. A mixed bag really. There's some bad points to the products and some excellent ones. Standout for me was Lush and Topaz, which is, you know, you probably think, well, a glass cleaner is a glass cleaner, but there's so many that aren't brilliant. And a quick detailer has to hit the nail. If it's an awkward thing to use or difficult, you're not really going to use it. So those stood out for me. Honourable mentions are Lavish, and that's it. Glacier, Iron 8, really not a fan. Products work, but design implications probably need a bit of tweaking. Instructions, think about the concentration of the product and the trigger on the Iron 8. Even if you're just going, I know it'll look odd compared to the rest of the range if you have a different trigger head, but you're just going to make it so much easier for your consumers, which is important, because you want them to keep coming back and to keep using the products. All I will say is please give Akira a follow. They are only a small company. You know, they've just started. They've got a few followers. So please go and support them. Even if you're not that bothered about the products, you know, it's good to support people and support brands, and I wish them all the best with it. I hope they do really well out of it. You know, I think they'll be around for a while. I've got a good feeling. They've got confidence in the products, they believe they work, and they'll do work. The products inside the bottles work extremely well. There wasn't one that I thought, that just doesn't work, it doesn't do what it needs to do, which is generally how I review products. So, I've got a good feeling. So, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers.